Hey there, it's Tuesday, and this video will be coming to you in 3 parts. Part 1, my new background. I recently cleaned my room, so you like it? Part 2, religion is the theme for this week. Me, myself, I am Jewish, religious, Orthodox, whatever. I want to talk about a subject I think is really interesting, the relationship between science and religion. Now, there are a lot of opinions on this subject, and with 2 extreme opinions. One is, I can't believe in science, I believe in God. And 2 is, I can't believe in God, I believe in science. So this year in Jewish philosophy class, we had a couple classes about the relationship between science and religion, and I found them really interesting. Based on those classes and stuff I already knew before, I was able to put together my own opinion on the subject. So in this discussion, I think there's a main problem of the creation of the world. Religion says God created the world in 7 days, and it was about 5,000 years ago. And science says the world was created in the Big Bang and the evolution, and it was billions of years, and there were dinosaurs. So there are a couple ways to explain why there really isn't a contradiction. One way you could explain it is that God created the world with scientific evidence for scientific creation of the world already built in. Like, for instance, He created the world with dinosaur bones inside, and this is in order for people to be able to look at the evidence and have free will if to believe that God created the world or that the world just was created with science. Another way to explain it is that the 7 days of creation weren't necessarily 7 days, like 24 hours each, right? Man wasn't created till the 6th day. So before there was man, there was nobody to count the days. I mean, there was God, but He doesn't see time the way we do. And in the beginning there wasn't a moon or the sun. So you could say that until man was created, there were millions or billions of years before that had dinosaurs and ice ages and, you know, whatever science says that there was. And then man was created, and that's where man started counting. And the count is about 5,000 years, right? In class, we learned another approach that I didn't really consider before, but makes a lot of sense to me, and I really like it. The point of the Bible telling us the story of the creation was, you know, among other things, to tell us that God created the world. It wasn't to give us a lesson in geology. I believe that God created the world. I don't really care how He did it. He could have done it whatever way. It's just the point is that God did it. So before we continue on that path, I want to talk about how Judaism relates to science. If something is proven scientifically using our brains and our knowledge, with the abilities that God gave us to think and use our brains and use science, and something is proven to be true, then it's true. We see this in practice. For instance, on fast days like Yom Kippur, when we're not allowed to eat or drink and other things, if the doctor tells a specific man or woman that they are not allowed to fast those 24 hours because of their medical condition, and if they fast they are going to be in some sort of medical risk, Jewish law says that that person is not allowed to fast. If they fast, even though a doctor told them that they are not allowed to fast because it's dangerous for them, then they are doing something wrong. We value science. We think it's good, and it advances the world, and yay, science. So because of that, if a theory to the creation of the world is proven to be true, like, take evolution, if that is proven to be 100% true, then Judaism will accept it, or is supposed to accept it. So how do you explain, oh, but God created the world? Okay, so God created the world using evolution. I do not see a problem there. So He's the one that decided that the world would be created with evolution, and He's the one that started the evolution. He's the one that created the laws of nature and science, and He's the one that was pulling all the strings, but it was done in evolution. Just because God created the world doesn't mean it had to be that He snapped His fingers and the world appeared. Okay, so if someone tells me that they don't believe in God, I don't know, because they don't think there's proof, or because whatever, or if somebody tells me that they don't believe in evolution or the Big Bang Theory because they studied it scientifically and they think that it makes no scientific sense, then I'll accept that. everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and I'm not saying that you have to believe in God or that you have to believe in science because I'm telling you. What I'm trying to say is that I don't think that putting them up against each other and canceling science out using religion or canceling religion out using science, I just don't see that as a valid argument. So, part 3, tags. We were all tagged to say what Hogwarts house is. I don't know. Becky, I tagged you to tell us a funny story of something you did when you were little. So I guess that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I would very much like to hear what you guys think about the points I brought up about religion and science. I hope I didn't offend anybody. That was not my intention. This is my opinion. I accept other people's opinions, you know. Yay. Everything's good and happy. Don't be mad at me, anybody. Bye!